Subscribe now
and step into the magic.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Wu Wei's channel. We are so happy to be with you again. I'm Doris, and today we are back to another episode where we explore the deeper layers of growth, healing, and everything in between. Joining us today is Arthur, who will be sharing how he discovered his self-healing journey on top of having various busy roles in the community. So let's get comfortable, stay curious, and dive into this inspiring conversation with Arthur. Hello, Arthur. Hi. Can you tell me more about yourself and also your point of view about self-healing journey?
Okay, I actually started quite a while ago. I think 20, 30 years back.
Okay.
Actually, self-healing to me was a very long journey. Okay, I think what comes into a more drastic transformation period was during a period where my mom was actually diagnosed with cancer. That was many years back. So as usual, we actually go and look for any seafood, out there. I think exercise is a very important, journey to do healing. So we went to this place in Lake Garden. We were staying nearby at the time.
Okay.
So we discovered there was a Qigong seafood there. Then we say, oh, can we join you for some, exercise? They say, okay, just come and join us. So actually after 2 days, she felt it's very tough. Okay, it looks simple, but actually it's quite strenuous in a way. Very slow movement. So from then on, she actually moved on and she found another teacher, also Qigong, and that's Guolin Qigong, which actually specialized in that particular problems. So to me, personally, I have been doing a lot more on healing for the lungs area. Okay. Since young time, there was some issue with asthma and things like that. So as I went there for a few days, the seafood was asking, hey, how come your wife didn't come? So that was the great joke there, Everybody was laughing. Really? It's actually your mother. So it sounds like actually I look much more older than what I thought. And I think that comes back to the corporate career I was having before that. I came from a corporate background. I was in auditing. So for 5 years in the auditing industry, I think there's a lot of late nights and all that. So I was really looks much more way older than
your mom.
So that's the thing. So that's where I started with this Qigong, and I attended every day. So as my mom actually go on for her healing journey, I go on my personal healing journey as well. So that goes on for 2 years. And it moved on to yoga after that for 3 years. Then where later I discovered Qigong, Tai Chi, under Tai Chi for like 16 years now. And also with Wushu. So it's actually a very long healing journey period.
So altogether, I think we could calculate about 20 years, 20 over years of healing journey.
25 years.
25 years. Oh, that was way back when I was very young. I don't even know what is the life problem and that's in the society. My dream during that time was also thinking of going into corporate world. That's like what we normal do, right? But thank goodness you tell me about it. I want to look young too. So like for example, 25 years of discovering self-healing journey. It's all started with your mom and yourself. Of course, you are doing it a lot for yourself as well. How it differs? Like I heard that you are from Qigong, then also to yoga, and then after you go to Qigong, Heigong in under the umbrella of Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you can share a little bit what is Qigong, because like to a person like me, I always see people, you know, the auntie uncles in the
Yes,
park.
yes.
So to me, Heigong is very like old people. But I take back that word because a lot of people actually told me before. In my line of work, I also need self-healing journey. So mention about Qigong. Yeah, maybe you should guide me. Like I know nothing about Qigong. You tell me about Qigong.
Basically, the word Qigong, right? The first thing of the Qi and the Gong, right? We separate it out. Qi, we could refer that to breath, and also it could refer that to the prana.
Prana.
In different, in India, you call it prana, right? So Qigong basically is an exercise, a movement. In any Chinese martial arts, we always mention that about Jing Qi Shen. So actually, it's a very holistic approach. So the Qi is that part where we just not only about the breath, right? This Qi comes with a kind of energy that is not seen. Without this Jing Qi Shen, you really don't see a very vibrant human.
I see.
So in any approach in healing, these three elements is very important. It's actually very holistic. Not only you are healing yourself physically, but also mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You know, healing is just not physical. Spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. So when it comes to Qigong, you are very, very obvious to actually you see people who are moving slowly in the market. Normally they are stationed at one place. If they move, they don't move that much. Like Guolin Qigong, they do some kind of hand movement, but very slow movement. But Tai Chi will actually be much more vibrant, more dynamic in a way.
Meaning to say more dynamic is Tai Chi is more movement, Qigong is more station at that place.
So it's actually more of a kind of a meditative movement, because at the moment when you're doing Qi, there's a lot of visualization and feeling of the energy around you. There's a lot of awareness. Not that Tai Chi don't have. Actually, Tai Chi have a bit more posture.
Meaning when we practice Tai Chi, it's a lot of our body alignment, straight, and then how we move the hand.
Yes.
But Qigong is very much on being mindfulness as well.
So we actually term that as a kind of Nei Gong, internal energy. Yeah, it's your internal cultivation. So Tai Chi you can say it's Nei and Wai Gong. Because you see some movies, right? The Chan style, there's a lot of fighting, right? The yin and the yang together at the same time. It's Nei Gong and Wai Gong.
So internal and also external energy.
Internal and external.
Okay, so basically the principle behind Qigong practice is being mindful, being alignment of mind, body, and soul as well. But like how would you describe? Okay, when we stay there, the Shifu will actually teach us how to visualize, or we need to. Okay, like myself, maybe I have problem with visualization, imagination. So how will you teach me about it?
So actually, it's just like we, just for example, the Qigong that I went for is called 粤语八卦拳, right?
粤语八卦拳.
So some of the basic movement, basically you see the movement where they draw in the breath, then they push out the breath, right? So it's very, what you call, the physical is very much related to your visualization as well. Right? We are not sitting there and just visualizing. That is also a kind of Qigong. There's some Qigong that does that. But the one that I was doing at that time, we do actually that much of a physical move. So it's very natural when you pull in, your breath also draw in. And you push out, the breath will also be going out. So it's only when the flow is not right, and the Sifu pass by and they see, this part maybe you do it not so correctly, they will come and guide you.
I see. Otherwise, he would explain like how we are in a class. They will
Yeah.
explain. We will try to visualize. So as you were saying, when we draw in, we would visualize something going in, and then as we go out, we push out.
Yes.
We assume something that there's energy. We
Yes.
push out something like that.
Yes.
So like how it differs of different style of qigong, like just now you explained, some will be sitting only and some would be like movement.
It's just like
How do you want
yoga,
to
right?
differentiate?
It's just
Yeah.
like yoga. There are many different posture.
Oh.
So some like yoga, you actually start with pranayama, with the breathing, right? So some posture is actually more of that. When you sit or when you call it the hot stand, right? 站桩, right? So there's a visualization that the energy moves around all the meridian point. So some movement, some teacher or classes, they will actually say, you visualize like white light.
Okay, white light.
So that part depends on which type of qigong you are going for.
Oh, okay. So that would actually differs between A and B and C
Yes.
kind of thing. Okay. So as your journey in as a student through Hei Gong lah, okay, what do you see yourself transforming? What are the transformation of yourself?
Well, huge. Just from Hei Gong itself. Well, I think at one point of time I was feeling very tired easily, and I find out of breath very easily. Okay. And of course, flexibility, although I was actually in my 20s, I wasn't as flexible as I would love to be. So after doing that for 3 months, 6 months, interestingly, all this improved. Flexibility, agility, even in terms of the breath, right? You have more breath when you walk upstairs, you don't feel panting. It's different. Even if you love to sing, if you do any of this exercise, because of your usage of your dantian and all that, you actually find that you can actually reach a higher pitch.
Oh, really?
That is the good positive effect that you get it from it.
So as I always heard people tell me, okay, you need to breathe like 丹田, 丹田. Actually, is it something like taking deep breath in and then exhale?
Well, this part is like if you look at children, a newborn baby, right? It's very natural when they breathe, when they're sleeping, the breathing comes very deeply.
Yep.
A lot of people, when they breathe, you don't actually come out with that, right?
Yeah.
So it's more about deep breathing or shallow breathing. When we are very calm, we are relaxed, the breathing comes from the bottom, right? From the belly.
Yeah.
When we are very anxious, we are stressed up, actually the breathing is more on the higher level. Right?
Yes, agree.
So it's very short breath.
Short and rapid, right?
Yes. So this is all internally, is all connected because it's also your gut, right?
Yes.
You look at the chakra, that is a solar plexus, right?
Yeah.
When you are very calm, solar plexus is about your emotion and all that. So when you are doing qigong or tai chi or any of this exercise, that deep breathing, you actually do a lot of detoxification as well. Not only in terms of it's also the energy as well, mind as well. Any stress is also released as well. So there's a whole set of things behind the scene.
Behind the scene of this 丹田.
Yes.
I see. So I think in this society, a lot of us actually experience anxiety, and stress over slightest issue.
Yes.
That we actually neglected how we breathe properly.
Yes.
Like a child, like a baby. So if we were to just learn what about 丹田, we should just sit down quietly, or we could actually be more mindful about it.
Actually, you can start with putting your hand at the belly.
Okay, maybe we should
When
all
you
try.
breathe in, breathe out, you can just look at just one point in front of you.
Okay.
You don't have to close your eyes. When you breathe in, do you feel that belly coming up? Or you see that your shoulder doesn't move up, right?
Okay.
You breathe in, breathe out. Just very relaxed, no stress, no force. Just breathe in and breathe out. So it's actually very natural. We look at the way that things goes, right? As when we are born as a child, right? It's very normal that we express ourselves,
Yes.
right? It's very natural that we know when is the time to sleep, when is the time to play, right?
Yes.
But as we go on in society, we have so much of things in our mind. We have so much to do. We have so much to hurry about. So we are rushing. Every day we are rushing for something.
Agree.
Right?
Agree. Totally.
So when we see that when people are doing some very slow movement like Qigong or Tai Chi, they have a misconception that, oh, these are for old people. These are for very, because you don't have energy, that's why you do that, right? Actually, it's the other way. In fact, some of this slow movement is so difficult because your mind is so busy. When you start to calm down, you'll find all this dust, it start to unravel itself, or you sweat under the carpet is coming out, right? So there's actually a lot of healing journey when you breathe out, breathe in through the dantian.
I see. So, like, we always have this misconception about slowing down, like for elderly. So with your point of view, like just now, I think you also strongly recommend that we should start young. Is it?
Yes, young as possible if you can.
Oh, okay, as young as possible. But how do we incorporate it? Maybe like as school going, we should also teach the kids how to breathe properly.
Okay.
Right? And also as we grow older, we learn how to using the breathing to actually calm ourselves. I think it works very well because I tried that way also.
Okay.
That's why I want to discover more about dantian. Like, okay, I always heard dantian, but what is dantian all about? So
if let's say for children, right, if most of the time they're also busy with their studies, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people will comment that, oh, I don't have time, right?
Yes.
If you're as a child, you have so many classes to go for, right? So many events to go for. As an adult, you have so many tasks to do.
Yes.
So you don't have time. So how to create that kind of time? So make it as simple as possible. If you can spare a few minutes where you just close your eyes, or even if you are half close your eyes and just look at one point, and you just breathe in, breathe out, just focus on one point. If you can close your eye, it's okay. If you don't close your eye, it's still alright. You can put your hands at your belly. If you are already used to it, you don't have to. Just focus on one thing. It's just being here now, being at the moment, being present.
Being present.
Because you are letting go all that thoughts, all that stress, whatever that have happened yesterday, whatever that's going to happen tomorrow, whatever that you're doing, whether it's Qigong or yoga, you have to be at the present.
Yeah. The present
That
moment. Yes. Present moment, right? Okay. Like next question. Because we have converse about Qigong and Tai Chi. So I bet most of us and many people get confused between Tai Chi and Qigong. Maybe you can help us to understand the key difference between the two, aside from being the more dynamic movement and the static station. What else the difference between these two?
I think depending on your needs, right, at the moment, I find that from my journey, when I started with Qigong before I went into yoga and Tai Chi, I find that on the breath work, it helps you to calm down and centralize, right? It helps you to ground your energy.
Yeah.
So once I have that as my base, when I do Tai Chi, I find it helps tremendously. Okay? If you can't even calm your mind when you are doing movement, then sometimes things are running everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? When you are being at that moment, then you absorb things much more easier. Just like you heard a lot about the emptying the cup, right?
Yeah.
Emptying a cup is actually being in the moment. At that moment, there's nothing else. No judgment, no basic prejudice, nothing, no comment. There's nothing in your mind. Just empty and absorb, just like a baby, just like a white piece of paper. Just be in that moment. So whether it's Qigong or Tai Chi, that is required. But being into the Qigong part, that's where your visualization, that slow movement, right, which you don't really go into another location. Right? Normally the Qigong is done at that particular location. Only except like maybe for Guolin Qigong, which I come across. They do movement, they stop, and then they do movement, they stop. Slow as well.
As slow as well. So this is also the different types of Qigong that you mentioned, right? The one that you discover. Okay. So like what is Guolin Qigong like? You mentioned to me before Guolin Qigong and how it differs is through that movement and stop. What are the benefits of it? What makes you follows that so resonates you?
Actually, Guolin Qigong, the word Guolin, right, comes from this founder for Guolin in China.
Okay.
She was a painter. She was diagnosed with last stage cancer, and she decided to do it traditionally. And she have some teacher and master through her family and friend members. So she do a certain set of Qigong, and she actually healed beyond the age that was, she actually lived a very long life actually. And because of that popularity, she actually passes on knowledge to people around in China. And now it has spread all over Malaysia. And the one that I knew of right at the time in Lake Garden, KL, they actually have branches all over Malaysia.
Meaning,
I think Cheras they have, maybe Kapong they have a little small group, and it's very often you will see people who walk very slowly with hand left and right.
Okay.
That is Guolin Qigong.
I see that's Guolin Qigong.
Yeah.
Well, I saw before, because I'm wondering is I noticed there are some people doing with hand movement, but with walking. I also thought that it might be Qigong, but I thought it's just Qigong. I don't even know what types of Qigong.
Yes, actually this type of Qigong, when they move left and move right, you see there's a cohesiveness with your left and the right movement.
Okay.
Together with your breathing as well. When to breathe in, when to breathe out.
Okay.
So accordingly, from what I know from my mom, right, and their friends, they actually do a certain set for particular organs. Let's say they have a kidney issue, they have liver issue, or they have a breast cancer issue, right? It will be different set for that particular
person.
So it's actually like very specialized.
I see.
It's different set for different issue.
Very like how we cater to a very individualized type of treatment.
Very customized in a way.
Customized, okay. So let's say I usually face problem with my gut health, because of my gut. I got very bad tummy issue and all those. So if we're comparative, my other friends who may needs, very heat up, yit hey, people say yit hey, heat up. So then we might be doing two different type of set lah, right?
I think those are quite general. A lot of people will have that heat issue, right? Tummy issue is almost like everyone, especially Malaysian, right, with all the good foods.
Yes, definitely cannot deny.
It's not a serious issue. It's a concern, but it's not a serious issue where people are facing the life and death situation, right? So even with a normal belly breathing, that helps. Of course, any Qigong, I think if you can join any of the Qigong movement in the market, it will also help. Because overall, whether it's Qigong or Tai Chi, there's a lot of physical movement, a bit of visualization, and of course a lot of breathing exercise as well. So when we talk about health, it's always about the Qi that is stagnant. There must be stagnant in certain part.
Yes, agree.
通因为不通嘛, right? So actually it's because it's not true, right? You have to let go of the energy to pass through. If someone is angry and they haven't resolved that issue, right? some part of the energy is stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
And it is there circulating until a day when they can't tolerate, and that become explosion, right? So whatever that you do for exercise, whether it's Qigong or Tai Chi, the whole idea is actually releasing that energy. When you breathe in, breathe out, you're actually releasing that.
Oh, just by doing that. Okay.
Of course, depending on the person.
Yeah.
Whether they are willing to let go of the issue and move on, like bring in the present.
Yeah. It's so true because I think we face anger most of the day. I'm guilty as charged all the time. So if this would help, and also I have to be readily to release and let go. That's when how I will immerse myself into that self-healing. Like throughout all your self-healing and all those, okay, you have explained about the movement, the differences and all those. Then what would be usually the very general result or feedback from the students? Yeah, because I think you teach Qigong, Tai Chi, right?
Yeah.
So what would be usually your students' feedback to you? Sifu, how should I feel?
Depending on the issue that person actually have, I find that generally a lot of people who did it, they find that their strength is there, right? Especially the legs. So very, very specific. I have a few feedback from students who, one, they feel actually after they do Tai Chi or Qigong, they find they are much more calmer. Okay. They used to be anxious very easily or angry easily. They actually feel much more calmer. Actually, there are some who have weak leg issue, especially the knees area. So they find that actually they can come up from bed easier. They actually walk much more better. Much more with energy. So if any exercise, I think when your leg muscles, you actually tone it up all the time. You don't let it go astray, especially after age 35, where the muscles start degenerating.
Yeah.
So you keep on with that. That will actually help you to prolong your life.
I totally agree about making ourselves strong, because as we really age, we degenerate. That's when our muscle get wasting.
Yes.
That's when nowadays more alarming word that people talk about in the geriatric world would be sarcopenia, where we lose our muscle mass.
Yes.
I think a lot of people facing that issue, especially unknowingly, they will just fall down and break something. I think this is a very good topic to really talk about next round as well.
Yes.
This is a very broad thing, but I really appreciate how people can reach out. Like for example, to be honest, I also will tell myself, I really don't have time to, wake up, rush here, rush there. So where could I find this Qigong, or I can just walk in, is it, or things like that? How do we
Actually,
connect?
Qigong, there are many classes everywhere, depending on which type of Qigong you want to go for. If let's say a person with a cancer issue, right, they need a Guilin Qigong. You can always Google Guilin Qigong Malaysia and see there's so much practitioner sharing in the YouTube as well.
Okay.
You can actually go to particular, let's say you are staying in Cheras, you can ask around, you will see people doing that. There's a few more that I know in the market, Zhineng and all that, right? You can try that. For Tai Chi, there are also many groups in Malaysia. The famous one is the Chen style and the Yang style. So the difference is actually the Yang style are much more moderate. They don't do a lot of touching. That means you don't see that kind of hard movement. Much more softer much more mellow.
Movement?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually quite widespread in that sense.
Yeah.
You will see a lot of people who want to extend, longevity, 养生. So you will see more in that. And last year we actually see a lot of interest in this part. Okay. If you want to reach out, we actually do in Taman Tun.
Oh, okay.
You can also find some on the YouTube. There are so many that you can check out.
So like for yourself, you are the young
Yang, yes.
Tai Chi.
Yang Tai Chi.
So we do in Malaysia. We do have Chan Tai Chi as well.
Oh yes, also popular.
Popular. So the yang one is the mellow and all the Chan one. Have you come across before?
Yes. We do have friends who are doing that as well.
Oh, okay. So they also will have a little bit of different movement, then I believe.
Yeah, movement will be a bit different because they have the Gong and the roll.
Oh,
So we do more on the mellow.
mellow. Okay. So if let's say, I mean, I think people will also try to ask, what if I already joined the mellow one, but can I still join the more fast-paced one? Because I think people are fickle-minded. Like everything they also want to try. So whenever people say this is good, they will go this will go this. So, but at the same time, people also say no, you have to stick to one.
It depends on individual whether they are ready for it. Because when it comes to Chinese Tai Chi, right, there is certain movement where you need to fazing. So if you get a good teacher, you do it right, then there's no harm. Okay, not to say that when you do Yang Tai Chi, there's less harm. If you do it wrongly, the concern is actually more on the knee. Yeah. So if you do it right, then you don't overextend. It's fine.
I see. Yeah.
So even Chen style or Yang style, anyone can cross if you want to. Very individual preference.
But I think if we get used to resonate one, then we might just focus on one and then only we explore the others.
Yes.
But of course, that is the different type of Tai Chi. But if Tai Chi combination with Qigong is possible.
Yeah, normally we do like what we do here. We do Qigong for a short period before we do Tai Chi.
Oh, okay. Like
There's certain movement.
Then only we start the Tai Chi set.
So here right now still do this Patuan Jing.
Okay.
So 8 brocade is much more simpler, faster. Anyone actually can check it out as well.
Okay, it's called Patuan Jing. Later
Patuan
we would
Jing.
actually share it out to the people.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's all of all my burning question, a lot of my confusion and things like that that I have thought of today. Thank you for your time, Arthur.
You're most welcome.
Is there anything else that you would like to share and spread out the awareness to the people about what you're doing or how we need to discover our self-journey, our self-healing journey?
Well, I think I would love to share that, in whatever situation we are in right now, especially in a very fast-paced society, whether you are a student, you are young, you are old, right? We need to find time to, that moment of silence within us every day. We have to find that time, even 5 minutes, to be here now at that moment, be at the present. So if you could do that, whether you exercise or not, you'll find that flows to every part of your life. When you talk to your children, are you in present with them?
Moment.
When you are eating, are you having the presence? Or are we busy normally with phones and TVs, right?
Yeah.
So I find the Qigong and Tai Chi actually helps in that.
I see. Okay, thank you so much. I guess no, I wouldn't say I guess. I think I really learned a lot of the concept of the Qigong. Otherwise, I wouldn't be so judgmental, like, oh, it's only for elderly people, for old people. I think I need to start it young also. I'm still young. I want to look young, as what you say. Yeah, I will take a step back to learn how to breathe properly, and that for at least 5 minutes of my day to actually make myself be more present amidst of my chaos. Yes.
There's a common word we say, when you are slow, you are actually fast. How does that work? Is actually when you take time to be silent, to be in the present, right? Your mind are focused on much more sharper and you see things clearer.
Yes.
So there is less chance of you making unnecessary mistake. When you rush off, right, there are chances of mistakes.
Yep.
along the way, and you have to
Yes.
come all over again. So that slow can bring you to speed. That is another level if you can see through it.
Yeah, totally agree.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you so much, Arthur.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay, so stay tuned for our next episode. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
So another thing that we can actually look at is actually physical.
All right.
So let's say you are in your study table or working area, you can't really do much, right? Maybe what you can do is just basic stretching. See, it's just a basic stretching. When you do a stretching, you just don't do it for the sake of doing it.
Okay.
But when you do it, you pose slowly and you actually feel that. Do you feel the stretch? No?
Yep.
You feel the stretching. So that is also being in the moment. You feel your body. Right now, you are. Are you your body? If you are, then you also feel that part of your body that feels stretched. Right? That part. So front, back, so up and down. So you just don't look at the simple movement that you're doing like that. Every day if you stretch and you feel that pain is just temporary. So you try not to drink too much cold stuff. Yeah, that will actually help.
I see. Okay.
So this is also another point. You see actually a lot of people fingers, right? As they grow more elderly,
Yeah.
it becomes much more difficult to have the
To move.
dexterity. So you can do this every day as well.
Okay.
Open, close. You can also breathe when you are opening or close, depending on how you want it. You can make it slower,
Okay.
then squeeze it,
Squeeze
and
it.
then let go.
Let go.
Right. Again, you squeeze it, then
And
let
let
go.
go.
So you actually feel that when you are stretching it, you feel the stress, right?
Yep.
And you let go, relax.
So our body actually follows the tempo of it, right?
Yes, and you do this. Try
Uh-huh.
this. Okay, then you reverse that. You reverse that.
Wow, this is hard.
Then you reverse that.
Okay.
So these are very simple movements that you can do anywhere, even if you are sitting. As long as your body must be straight. Most importantly is your spine must be straight. Whatever exercise you do, let your spine be straight. So when you're doing that, okay, now the last one. Slowly, some Qigong actually have this movement. Now can you feel that part? You can feel something around your hands, right? Koi aura or whatever. So actually your blood is actually moving. Your blood is circulating.
You feel
You feel
like
something, right?
something.
So that is how you are being in that moment. Being present. You actually feel